living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better.
Hi guys, welcome back. So today I am doing a review on Trader Joe's snacks. I bought a bunch, I just got it today, and I've never tried any of these before. This will be my first time. So I got freeze-dried strawberries. I know this one's really popular. I got jalapeno seasoned corn and rice puffs. Trader Joe's Bamba puffed peanut and corn snack. And reduced fat cheese puffs. I got ube mochi. I've been looking for the ube stuff for the longest time, and apparently I missed the train. So a lot of the ube stuff are already gone. They told me May to June is normally when they have a lot of it. And then big cheese crunchies. They're kind of like Cheetos, but they're a lot cleaner ingredients. And I'm going to start with the ube mochi because it's melting. Let me see how much sugar is in this. 10 grams of sugar. Serving size is 6 pieces. That's not bad. I mean, the reason I've been checking is because I've been staying away from sugar because of my fibro. I feel like my sugar consumption, because I love sugar and ice cream, my sugar consumption has been a bit much. So I'm kind of watching my sugar consumption, and I've noticed my pain has gotten a lot better and kind of went away. So I will only do half. So if you don't know what mochi is a Japanese snack, and it's traditional for the Japanese people, but it's made with glutinous rice flour. It's really, really popular in Hawaii. Not necessarily this, but mochi itself. It's very chewy. It's so good. So like I said, mochi is very, very chewy. If you haven't had it before, it has a light amount of sweetness, but the inside there's ube ice cream. And if you never had ube ice cream, oh my god, it's kind of coconutty, but it's a sweet potato, but or a purple yam, I should say, but it doesn't taste like a yam. It tastes a lot better. It's bomb. And there's little chunks of ube in the ube ice cream. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. Purple yam ice cream surrounded by sweet rice dough. The ice cream is creamy, and I believe it's dairy. Yep, non-fat milk cream. So even more, I don't want to eat too much because I'm sensitive to milk and milk products, mostly the lactose. Directions: defrost at room temperature for 3 to 4 minutes. So I just came home. It's been out for a while, so it's like perfectly soft. If you take it right out the freezer and try to eat it, you'll probably break your teeth. So don't do that. Wait a little while. But that was bomb. 10 out of 10. Since we're already doing sweet, I'm just gonna do this one. The freeze-dried strawberries. You just stick to sweet. Let me know down in the comments if you guys tried these and how you like them. I'm interested to know because that ube mochi ice cream was bomb. So this bag is very light. It's about 1.2 ounces. And you know how you buy that Lucky Charms cereal and it comes with those little marshmallows? It's freeze dried like that, so it's very light and crunchy. I like it. A little bit tart, not so much sweet. So if you don't like tart, I would say pass it. But berries are really good for you, so that's why I got it. This total sugar is 15 grams, but it's natural sugar. So as long as I don't eat, you know, a whole bag in a sitting, which I won't, I'll be okay. I try to stick to like naturally occurring sugar in products. Like, you know, fruits have their own naturally occurring sugar. So I'm okay with that. Like I'll eat fruits, but like I stay away from candy bars. And I just started doing the keto, sugar-free and lactose-free ice cream by Rebel, the brand Rebel. Bomb, by the way. Check out that review. I did a short on it, or 2 shorts on it, and I'll post it up here somewhere. Okay, what am I going to do next? Let's do the 2 cheese. These are both cheese. So cheese puffs and the baked cheese crunchies. Let's do both of these since they're both the same flavor. And I have no scissors, so I have to do that. I don't typically eat chips, potato chips or corn chips. But if I do, it's usually the cleaner ones, like they use olive oil instead of like sunflower oil, because those are very inflammatory. So I try to stay away from those. I think this one has sunflower vegetable oil. It is expeller pressed vegetable oil, so that's better because it's not highly processed. Sunflower, safflower, canola, cheddar cheese. It tastes like a Cheeto. Like seriously. It tastes like a Cheeto puff. Exactly like a Cheeto puff. Of course with cleaner ingredients, so less guilt. Just like a Cheeto puff. Crunchy, cheesy. 10 out of 10. Yep. You know, everything so far that I've purchased from Trader Joe's, being 100% honest, I don't think I've been disappointed with a single item there. So, it says a lot about Trader Joe's and their formulas and their ingredients. And a lot of it is ethically sourced, and they have really good standards that the company lives by. So when I buy stuff from there, I don't feel guilty. Now, I don't get carried away and eat, you know, 10 bags of chips and that kind of stuff. But I do buy my snacks from there. They have really good dried fruit, like dried banana and dried strawberries, and their fruit and nut, like their trail mixes, are bomb too. It's just like Cheetos. I must say with these, the baked cheese crunchies, I feel like there's a little bit less cheese flavor. And the flavor is less intense. And I think that's because most chips that you buy at like a typical store, there's MSG in it, right? Which is a flavor enhancer. What that does is it hijacks your brain and tells your brain like, wow, this stuff is so delicious. But really it's just that chemical, the MSG, which is essentially salt, tricking your brain. So if you can find food and it's bomb without MSG in it, you know that that's a quality cook or chef, because they make the food taste really, really good without the cheater, which is MSG. This does not have MSG. Cornmeal, expeller pressed vegetable oil, sunflower, safflower, and or canola. Not really great for our bodies. They are inflammatory. Cheese seasoning, which is cheddar cheese powder, pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, salt, microbial enzyme, whey powder, butter, which is cream and salt, buttermilk powder, salt, color added, annatto extract, and turmeric. So there is no MSG, which explains the fact that it doesn't taste extremely cheesy, but it's still good, and it's really, really crunchy, and it's a good size bag. It's about 7 ounces, and I wish I had my receipt here. I could have told you how much it costed. I want to say it was under a few dollars, but I'll post it. I'll put it on the video somewhere when I'm done editing. But it's not as good taste-wise as a crunchy Cheeto, But if you're looking for something less, you know, guilty, eating something that'll make you feel less guilty, I would say this. There's 0 added sugar. Total sugar is just 1 gram. I would say I like the crunch, so I'll give that a 9 out of 10. But flavor wise, it's like an 8 out of 10 because it's lacking that punch, that cheese punch when you eat it, but it's still good. How about 8.5 out of 10? I think that's more realistic. Okay, I'm going to do the jalapeno seasoned corn and rice puffs. These are cool looking. Yeah, awkward shape. Okay, it is crunchy and spicy snacks made with corn, rice, quinoa, and baked to perfection. Baked, so even less guilt. That's different. The flavor is on point. So it's a little bit spicy. The texture is like a mix. Let me get another one. The texture is like a mix. Like, it feels like a Cheeto when you first bite it, but then it has little crispy bits in it, which I'm assuming is probably the quinoa. I like it though. And it's organic. All organic ingredients, vegan and gluten-free. It's spicy, just a little bit. So if you don't do good at spice, I wouldn't do it. I like it. I like it. I say probably a 9 out of 10 because I like the strong, it's not really a strong cheesy flavor, but there is. Let me try one more. It's very crunchy. I like it. I like the crunch. It's not too corn-ish. Like when you eat a Cheeto, you know it's cornmeal. It's not too corn-ish, but it's firm and crunchy. Kind of like a mix between a Cheeto, like a crunchy Cheeto and I don't know. Organic corn grits, organic high oleic sunflower oil, organic long grain brown rice flour, organic jalapeno pepper seasoning, organic tapioca, maltodextrin, organic cane sugar, sea salt, organic jalapeno pepper powder, organic onion powder, organic green bell pepper powder, organic garlic powder. You get the picture. Pretty good, clean ingredients. This is 4.9 ounces, and this was a few bucks too. I will put it somewhere. Now I know, keep my receipt right next to me when I'm doing this. Okay, last one is the puffed peanut corn snack. It looks like this, like a Cheeto-ish. Yeah. There's really no sweetness. You can taste the peanutty taste, and it's like a soft Cheeto puff, but softer. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's really it kind of almost melts in your mouth when you eat it. But this one has even better, to me, ingredients than the other ones. So this one just says peanut butter, corn grits, high oleic sunflower oil, and salt. That's it. So that's great. I always tell my family when they're learning about, you know, choosing the good or the better versions of food is all about reading ingredients, right? Typically, if you can't understand what the ingredients is or you can't sound it out, that's not a good sign. You want to buy food that has food in it. You don't want to buy food that says some scientific word that you can't even pronounce. You want food that has legit, real ingredients in it. And this one is kind of there, except for the high oleic sunflower oil. I don't know how I feel about that, because I only buy olive oil and coconut oil. Well, and sesame oil, but I cook with the olive oil and the coconut oil mainly. but I would pass on this one. This one's like, for the clean ingredients, I'll give it an extra point, but there's no sweetness. It's kind of bland. I want to say this is probably my first kind of sad face for Trader Joe's. It's kind of bland and flavorless, but the ingredients, like I said, is a lot cleaner. I think Trader Joe's could have did better with this, but yeah, it's really soft. It pretty much, like, you don't really have to chew, it just melts in your mouth. But I'm gonna pass on this one. If I had to give it a score, I give it a 6 because it has better ingredients than most, you know, chips and snacks. But if it wasn't for the ingredients, it would be a 5 out of 10. Not that great. Yeah. Other than that, everything was pretty much good. And I'll make sure to leave all the information in the description so that you guys can refer back to any of these products if you want to try it at Trader Joe's. I'll leave it at the bottom. I'll also link a couple of videos for my other food reviews that I did. It is not Trader Joe's, but it's the Rebel ice cream. And you guys can go ahead and take a look at those. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, because that's how I get our channel to grow and, you know what kind of content you guys like and what you don't like. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm going to be making more videos very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Ahoy ho.